Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another NTW 3 battle for you today, and today we have the Battle of Michelsburg Heights, which is sort of like a historical battle. It's done by one of the members of my Discord sent in, and it's sort of part of the Battle of Ulm. It's the Battle of Michelsburg Heights. So yeah, I say semi-historical. This one is. The cores are kind of everywhere. We have the Guard Imperial, which they were sort of present at the entirety of the Ulm campaign. We also have like Messena, Portugal. So yeah, immediately off the bat there, a bit ahistorical. I guess it's maybe just for mass. I think a lot of these like factions have been brought for their mass that they can bring, rather than anything else. We also have Sult over here. This might actually be the correct Sult, I think. And then we also have, I think, another Messena, but it's Messena, Italy. Yeah, it's all the way over there, Messena, Italy as well. Whether this is for balancing, also for mass, I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't really given a backstory for why we've got such a wide variety of French corps, but I presume that is the reason why, probably just for mass, I think. Are these cousins of the Emperor? Pretty small. I guess, if you're part of the cousins of the Emperor, you've got to be a pretty small unit. They are all cousins, of Napoleon himself. That's not a fact. Don't believe me. I'm lying there. But anyway, it does look like there's a little bit of an engagement already getting underway. Looks like the French, there's some scouting forces out, some chasseurs cheval, always leading the way. And yeah, they look like they've been scared off by some Austrian cavalry here. Looks like some hussars hidden in the forest of here. We also have infantry, actually, some Grenzers here supporting that cavalry force. But yeah, it's good to be back in the Napoleonic world. If you guys are enjoying this sort of content and would like to see some more musket action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. And yes, I've been told this is a pretty damn good one. It's always going to be a good one when the Imperial Guard of France are in action. I mean, the Austrians are all, like, I guess, semi-historical, because it was only Austrians at the Battle of Ulm. So yeah, so we do have just Austrian troops ahead of us. We are looking from the French perspective. But yeah, it should certainly be an interesting one to see how this one goes down. So I'm going to just probably throw it down as a custom, but it's still a very, very cool one. Also, the Battle of Ulm doesn't really have like an actual battle, so I don't know if the Battle of Michelsburg sort of like Heights really also was really hard to fight. I know they just really like the Ulm campaign is just really just like encircling Mac, and then Mac surrenders because of the position he's in. That's pretty much it. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this one goes down. Whether the French will try to encircle the Austrians again, that'd be kind of cool to see. I don't think they'll allow it, the Austrians. They're not going to fall for that a second time. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this one goes. If you also want to send in any of your own Total War battles, whether it's NTW 3 or whether it's, I don't know, Rome 2 or anything else, do send it into my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's the easiest place to send them in and then have them featured on my channel. Yeah, it looks like the French moving in, as you can see here, with some demi-brigade, sort of like provisional guerre. So these guys, not necessarily going to be, they're going to be decent shooters, I would have thought. Not as good as like actual professional troops. Provisional, if you are unaware, it just means like conscripted. These guys are just like, here for their mass, really. This is a better guerre unit. It also can't form square though. None of these units can form square. And Austria does often bring a lot of cavalry to these sort of matchups. So it's one of their strengths. So actually bringing in a lot of non-squareable units could be a danger for France. We will see whether the Austrians could take advantage of that. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think the French have much more than chasseurs cheval as well. Like, I haven't seen much. We have Frederick Walser here leading the Imperial Guard, not Napoleon. Frederick's clearly taken over. But yeah, we've got a few dragoons. But it does seem like as though it's mainly chasseurs cheval sort of just scouting out ahead for the French. Nothing much else to be brought. We've got more cav over here. SARS, a few more chasseurs. Yeah, nothing heavy necessarily. So, and yeah, even like dragoons are in short supply, which I imagine the Austrians have got plenty of. But we'll see. But it does look like the French are outflanking, as you can see here. So this is, kind of like semi-historical in a sense. Here are those Royal Allemand dragoons. I think the only dragoons of the entire French army right now. But yeah, we're seeing the Messena and his force here flank on around. They're going to go and try and envelop this whole sort of like, I guess, around the town here. That's kind of their plan. There is also artillery all the way back there, 12 pounds pounding away. French artillery, you know, favoured by Napoleon, as he was an artilleryman himself. This looks like the Leger here, nearly in musket range, nearly. We are on the battle of on the map of Stockach. We've seen this quite a few times, but it's certainly a very, very cool map. A very mix of sort of like urban fighting. You got you can fight in the trees. There's some good tree lines you can hold. There's also the big open plain here that the Austrians are occupying. But yes, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Looks like the Austrians trying to sit in the plain, try maybe use their cavalry to some advantage. Looks like the French are going to follow them there. Soult is certainly going in that direction. Looks like maybe the Guard Imperial going in that direction as well. Wherever the Guard goes, I feel like the hammer blow of the French is really going to hit. Because they've got like units like Fusilier Chasseurs, Fusilier Grenadiers. They've also got Trillier Chasseurs. They've got a cool... I love the Guard in this period. It really is cool. So many different varieties of units. You've got, yeah, obviously the Grognards, the Grenadiers of the old Guard. You've got Chasseurs of the Guard as well, as good shooters. I don't know what unit that is. There might be another Trillier Chasseur. It is. Yeah, they got a really, really cool like Guard period at this point. I mean, I like 1814 Guard as well, but this is a very, very cool sort of like period as well for the Guard. Sort of like a high period of like 1806, 1805. Looks like Austria's actually just arriving out of the town. I imagine there's a spawn point, I know, behind the town, so they probably have to march through this entire town to get here. But yeah, another Austrian army joining late to the game, by the looks of it. A mix of just like military sort of troops and also actual trained German troops here. So it looks like they're going to be facing off against the forces of Massena over here, which is a mix of... It looks like it's just the cav of the Portugal Corps. But yeah, Massena Italy is there trying to flank them. Here we go, the first shot of shots in anger. These boys shooting and tooting. And yeah, I mean, look at this mass. Look at the size of these like Austrian units. They are massive. I think they've clearly gone in this sort of like scenario for large numbers. I would be interested to know how many troops are on the battlefield. It's a shame you don't have like a balance of power that tells you and like has like the numbers, like in like Rome 2 or like in Attila. It would be interesting to know. Looks like the demi brigades here, not fancying going against the Austrians on that uphill assault there. It's probably for the best, to be honest. It's not going to end well. It's going to end in tears. But we have got looks like line infantry up here. Again, huge units, 39. Big units, yeah. They've got the line infantry here. They're already shooting away. I feel like terrain is definitely with the Austrians. But the Austrians also sort of behind a crest. They're sort of firing. Like certainly these units here, I feel like they're not firing really into the French entirely. Like from their perspective, let's see. Yeah, from their perspective, you can't see the French. They're firing over a ridge, so the French seem like they're pretty well protected. Over here, they're fine. There you go, first sort of line fight. The French will prefer a melee fight. They'll want to get into melee against the Austrians if they can. Like these line infantry, the left phalange Marseillaise. They'll do okay. Big units, they'll definitely be okay. And I mean, looks like they're really going to go for it. Looks like they really... Or they're maybe just moving forward to get a better angle. But I mean, that's also going to benefit the Austrians probably more. These big units, Austrian units usually can fight okay, if not outshoot the French. But yeah, looks like the Marseillaise are coming forward. They're going to try and maybe, they're actually just reforming up, making more space for a third Marseillaise. And there you go. The Cav trying to look like maybe try to make a rush here for something in the tree lines, but I'll just found the cousins of the Emperor. I don't actually know if these guys can form square. 54-man unit form square. Asking a lot there, to be honest. I know that like units, even if they're squareable, can't form square if it gets to a certain size. Like it's too small. So 54 actually, even though it's full strength, it might be too small. Here we go. General advance has been called. We've got the semi-brigades here with Leger coming forward. I don't think they'll go into melee, but they are just getting closer and closer. Yeah, Soult is really pushing hard here. got, yeah, I think Salt's going to be basically a cover for the Guard Imperial, which aren't hidden. They are very much known about, and the Austrians, I think, are giving ground because of the Guard Imperial. And yeah, you can see already these Legere just getting absolutely blasted. There you go, one routing. Yeah, the Austrians are outgunning these certainly more ill-trained French troops. Winning slightly here are the line though. Yeah, Massena, Portugal here, yeah, with his demi-brigade troops, not doing so well. Here we go. Looks like the Fusilier Grenadiers is going to go in. So they're pretty decent Grenadiers. They're like middle guard. These guys are. They're not old guard. But they're still going to do some good work. And yeah, the Grognards are following up behind. Looks like they're just going to go straight. I mean, they've got to go in now. They've shown their hand. Whether they're going to send everything into melee, I doubt it. I imagine there's going to be some of these guys will hold. Oh, you've got Trillier Grenadiers here as well. Crazy, like the units. So here we go, in go the middle guard. They might break. They honestly might just be here just to cover any sort of like they're covering for the old guard that comes forward. I don't know why we don't have melee sounds, but we don't. And you can see that the Grenadiers, the Austrians, are coming in. They're going to rout the middle guard, and here come the old guard chasseurs. Now these guys are going to be a much tougher fight than for the Grenadiers. And there we go, they are going in. There's also artillery firing back there, point blank range. Or something. Yeah, these Hungarian Grenadiers here. Doing their bit. There we go, we're getting some melee sounds now. Oh, and we've got Cav coming in as well. Okay. And yeah, the Austrians are looking good. I think that's probably because they got charged in the back by their own cavalry here. The Phalange Marseillaise did form square. This sort of stopped them, so that is a bit of a win there. But yeah, the Guard are going to need stopping a little bit more. We've got more infantry going into melee. The Trillier Grenadiers going in. I don't actually know if the Grognards have gone in. They have, and they've broken through. Glorious stuff. There we go, the melee sounds arrive. And the Grognards are doing what they do best. Stab away, boys. Stab away. And look at that, a bit of a mass rout now taking place here. Looks like also we've got Salt getting involved with some Grenadiers of the line. Yeah, the Grognards getting stuck in there. They're very tired though. They're going to need support. Looks like Massena's setting forward some provisional line infantry here. Maybe just sort of help tie down units. And the Grognards are both engaging against one unit here. That is probably not too useful. But yeah, here goes in another Grenadier of the line. And like I said, the French want to fight a melee. They really want that. Look at that. Evaporate that unit. And there you go. The Grognards are through. They're probably, I mean, it looks like they're going to descend on the flank of this unit. It's not a bad idea. They're just trying to get as many of these guys as possible. They've got to just, you know, melee as much as possible. And they're going to take this hill by the looks of it. I mean, it's unsustainable for the Austrians to hold on to it and try to. The French Guard are going to get up here. The Austrians are trying to throw more up, but I don't think they can hold it. Massena's also pushing on quite nicely. He's actually sending his Royal Allemand Dragoons as well. He's routing units here, and yeah, here we go. Massena, Italy is also pushing down, and he's ready to close this trap and try and encircle these units here. It looks like, I mean, the Royal Allemand cavalry can just go into the back of these Austrian units now. There you go, one routed. Looks like a second one will rout pretty quickly, just at the sheer sight of the Dragoons. Actually, all those will probably rout. And yeah, the Grenadiers are carrying on. Looks like the Grognards might have pulled back. Can't see them really going much further. Yeah, the Grenadiers need to be careful. They've got Fusilier chasseurs coming forward, but yeah, I think the Grognards are being pulled back, ready for another rainy day. Yeah, it looks like we're back to sort of a shooting match over here. As we have the Austrians firing away, and they are trying to do their bit. Shooty. Fire when ready. Don't know why we have silent muskets, but we do. There we go. Muskets are going back. I do love that this is a 10-year-old, well, 10-plus-year-old game, and you still have like weird funny bugs like this. And before anyone says, "Oh, you need to put the volume up," I have it on like full, like the max volume settings. I know that people say that, and it's fine. I'm glad that they're helpful. It just sometimes still seems like even I think it's sometimes when you like zoom in on a melee, and then you zoom out, and then go to a line fight. Like, the game can't quite catch up that you're now looking at a line fight or something. I really don't know. But anyway, we are now in another line fight here on the extreme left of the French line, the right of the Austrians. And yeah, Soult is now, looks like he, to be honest, has got enough troops to hold this line. They're really sort of going for his extreme left here. We've got the Cousins of the Emperor moving there. And a good cavalry matchup getting curated here, but it doesn't look like the Austrians have much, to be honest. Just a couple of hussars. They're probably decent hussars, but yeah, only a couple. And again, this is what I'm saying, like the sensor is really going to be the problem here for the Austrians. They're trying to hold this hill, and it's not working. I mean, the French have wheeled up a horse artillery all the way here, and they're going to start pounding. I mean, also the right is a big concern, to be honest. This is a real worry, because these Austrian units are about to get cut off. The Royal Ligeois, something, is about to, you know, just cut off any sort of escape. Oh, the French, be careful, you're shooting some Laguerre here. But yeah, there you go, the Royal Ligeois going into the back of this Austrian unit. That's pretty much all these units now cut off from the town. It's going to be difficult to get back. There you go, getting shot on one side, and then meleeed in the back. Very nice. Well done there by the French. And yeah, I mean, they're actually probably losing this line fight, to be honest, by the looks of it. Like, morale-wise, they are not winning that line fight. It doesn't matter, because the French can now just start to throw in more guns, more bayonets into that small pocket there of resistance. The Austrians do have some forces re-rallying, it looks like, in the town as well. Don't know what else we have here. We have some grenadiers that, you know, they might be able to resist a little bit, but the Guard Imperial is probably somewhere nearby as well. But look at that, we just got corps of provisional infantry. These guys aren't going to do much. They are literally here just for mass. Good old mass. Oh yeah, the Guard Imperial. Well, some of them are back here. I don't know where the rest of them got to. That can't be all that's left. The Fusiliers, Trilliers, they'll be elsewhere. Oh, they're over here. They're actually massing already for another assault. Looks like they're going to target a bit more of the Austrian left. The Royal Allemand Dragoons, they're also getting ready, it seems, prepared behind the lines. These guys really can't see anything. I don't know if you're actually achieving anything there, guys. Might want to reform up. The Phalange Marseillaise, they're still in here, you know, doing their bit. Apparently there's melee going on. Don't know if there is. Like I said, 10-plus-year-old game. It's not. It gets confused sometimes if there's melee not going on or not. There is melee going on there, though, and that is Chasseur Cheval going in. That's charging some of the Austrian guns here, by the looks of it. That's what it was really going for, but it's also got stuck in against some Austrian infantry here. It might try and pull out, we'll see. If the Grenzes will allow them to. And yeah, as you can see, that pocket of resistance over here by the French just being annihilated now. I think that was mainly a bit of a line fight and also a bit of a melee fight, a combination of the two. And now the Austrians are now going to have to worry about defending the town of Stockach and trying to, well, trying to hold that, but the French, you know, the strong French army over here. This is, yeah, Messina, Italy is, yeah, pretty much attacked. I haven't seen any of their units really routing. Well, actually, one has routed. The 106th line, the cowards. And it looks like we're going to see the Guard Imperial go in once again. Go the grognards in a very small column. I think this is the way to do it, you know, really being column to just, like, if you do get shot in the face, it's like the first couple of ranks go down, that's it. Well, they're actually going into this. I guess they're not happy with, I don't know, there's a lot of massing going on here. A lot of blobbing up going on. Oh, that grognard's pulling out. And the other one's staying in. They did not get a great charge. Looks like we're going to see the Fusilier Grenadiers, they're carrying on elsewhere. These guys already routed once, though. They got pushed back. They're probably going to get routed again, I think, before they get there. There's a lot of distance they've got to make up to try and get to that Austrian line there. And it looks like we're going to see a counter-charge here by Austrian cavalry. These guys might not be able to form a square either. They might be a little bit too small, but here goes nothing. In go the Hussars. Yeah, they are getting stuck in against the Chasseurs. Oh, sorry, the Fusilier Grenadiers. It looks like the grognards might join that fight, or they're just going to set up and fire. Oh no, a square's being formed right by them. Trillier Grenadiers, they'll start blasting. I'd imagine. There you go, the guard being forced back in. There you go, yeah, blasting, point blank range from the Filiers. And again, yeah, demi-brigade provisional units just trying to do the same. I think the French are just all trying to help each other out, trying to just shoot the cav. They know they don't have cav superiority. I mean, they might be now, to be honest. I haven't seen, like, lots of Austrian cavalry. There's one randomly back here for some reason. Whether it's stuck, there's a high chance this unit might be stuck. Another lovely asset of a 10-year plus game. So there you go. The cavalry did rout squares, I think good enough, but they did actually manage to push back those other guardsmen, and I think that is probably the end of the Fusilier Grenadiers. Now, and here we go. The Royal Allemands seeing a gap in the line. They're going to go after these skirmishers, maybe, and then maybe wrap around. Yeah, looks like they are going to go for the skirms. There's always a risk with cavalry going for skirmishers because one's very expensive, one is not. I'll let you guess who is the cheap one and who's not. So there you go, Royal Allemand Dragoons. They're going in. They're going to easily rout those skirmishers. I imagine they'll get the hussars there as well. Aids the quality of the dragoon. I imagine it's a pretty decent one, like the size of the unit, and also it's called Royal Allemand. It's got to be good. Also, the routing skirmishers is going to be upsetting those hussars there, as you can see, already at red morale. But yeah, they are winning slightly. They are taking losses, you know. These dragoons. I think they are getting shot by Austrians there, so they need to be careful. Yeah, actually, wow, look at that. The French might now start to lose that. Yeah, wow, I did say they'd win, but clearly the hussar was decent. They held the line, even when its skirmishers were routing around it. There you go, the Royal Allemand, the only dragoon that the French brought. It's gone. We have got the French storming, and it looks like they have been pushed out a little bit here. I imagine that's because of these grenadiers here that are waiting. There's actually a couple of grenadiers here, more than I thought. Oh, there's a lot of grenadiers back here. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit more of a problem for Massena to try and take now. There is maybe as many as 8 grenadier units. I'm like maybe vaguely counted. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's definitely a couple more that disappeared back here. 6. That might be one as well. 7, yeah, that's one. That's one as well. There's a lot of grenadiers here, and these guys are in behind the French lines. Look, and you can see the French having to react. We got the Chasseurs Cheval Les Americains going forward here. And they're going to charge into the Austrian Grenadiers. Often the Austrian Grenadiers, they're pretty cheap, pretty good. They can't form square. If it's the core I'm thinking of. If it's Liechtenstein, they often, like some of them can form square. You can also just spam out a whole load that can't. I wonder if these guys are like Americans, or I imagine they're not. Well, imagine if they're like serving, like they served in America or something like that. Probably why they could have led America. But there you go. That Chasseurs Cheval did rout the Grenadiers, but it did slow them down, stop them from outflanking Massena's corps here, and allowed these provisional infantry to get out of here. Because that could have been devastating. Like, this is a lot of provisional stuff here. They've been absolutely destroyed by the Grenadiers, and that's possibly an avenue the Austrians can look at to maybe take, but it looks like it's going to be an avenue that's going to shut quickly because the Imperial Guard is on the move, and it looks like it's going to fill this hole that Massena's making. We've got the Grognards moving this way, the Chasseurs Cheval, and the Chasseurs Rapide, like the Guard of Chasseurs, and then also the Trillier Grenadiers. It's very small as the Imperial Guard now by the looks of it. Oh no, it's just split again. It is just in 2 different spots. I was going to say, they have seen a lot of action. But yeah, it looks like they're sending the better half, you could argue, if you're going for melee. They're sending them that way. And it looks like the Grenadiers are falling back. And it's probably the right half to send. But you want the melee boys here, because, like I said, there's a lot of Grenadiers. And they excel with the bayonet. Line up here, forcing forward. They'll be forcing back these this cavalry here. Looks like it's like a dragoon or a chevalier, something like that, maybe. Form up, boys. Fire when ready. For the Emperor, or not. There we go. And I can hear some more melee going on. Oh yeah, the Austrians have actually been aggressive here. They're pushing in with the grenadiers. They're going in. It looks like they might force back Massenet here again. I think Massenet's in a little bit of trouble. The guard has also moved into position. It looks like it's having a bit of a line fight with some more grenadiers. But yeah, there's so many grenadiers here on this line that they can be everywhere basically. They can be a threat in 2 different spots. There are also just some generic line infantry here supporting, which is what you need. You need a bit of mass as well. And they're actually, yeah, look at that. The grenadiers are leaving. They've seen the guards here and they're leaving, and the guard I think is following them, almost shadowing them like a shark. There you go, they've routed that one line infantry. The grenadiers don't want to go any further out. They want to stay in the town, they want to be safe there, really. If they go into the open, then they could get just shot from multiple directions, really. It's a bit of a risk. Gonna lure the French in. But I don't know if they will be able to now. Massenet will be aware of the threat. He knows the threat of the grenadiers there. I mean, if he gets the guard over here, if the guard could just go into the town, I think they could probably overwhelm most of the grenadiers. I'd imagine. I don't know. Bit of a standoff now taking place here between Massenet, Portugal, and the Austrian center. And Soult's also looked like he's kind of come out victorious in this line fight by the looks of it. Looking at the size of his army that's left, like they're all looking fairly healthy. Got some Trillias Dupoho. I've never seen these, I don't know. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember them. But they are cool. 60-man unit. But yeah, it looks like a lot of his troops are now, a lot of the Austrians here are falling back. Looks like, yeah, the French in a good state, really. So they should be okay to advance. And it looks like they're going to. They really should try and advance into the field. Try and swing in on that Austrian right. And they could try and, you know, like, pincer these guys in. We'll see what happens. Looks like, I guess you could, I'm just thinking about, like, the scenario. I guess this could be, like, again, like a what-if, like, the Battle of Ulm actually to happen sort of thing. Like, it was, like, since it's, like, Michelsburg Heights, you could say that, like, sort of, like, say, yeah, what if like Mac actually didn't surrender and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna fight you, even if it's I'm surrounded. I mean, he's not quite surrounded. You could imagine like another French army arriving though, I guess, and from the other side, led by maybe Napoleon himself. I mean, he'd be with the guard, so that's not feasible. But like by another marshal, you could imagine like just coming from behind, maybe like Lannes or something like that, just coming behind with another French army. And Mac's like, well, I'll try and defeat Napoleon on one side, and then maybe turn around and face Lannes, or just like if I defeat Napoleon, I can advance this way, like escape my encirclement. There's a lot of Austrians still falling back, you know. I mean, I don't think they had the numbers to maybe beat Soult, but I feel like still a lot of Austrians here. No artillery, it seems like, on that side to really support their advance. That seems like a thing that the Austrians have been lacking. I mean, I might have just missed it being taken out. The Austrians are certainly lacking artillery now because they've been on the back foot. When you're on the back foot, things like artillery get left behind, goes off, and then you kind of like, it's hard to then get back on the front foot because your artillery's dead, and you need that often to support like line fights, or just take like to focus on cavalry, or if you're cheeky, focus on generals. But that's a bit cheeky. Bit of a no-no. Yeah, looks like Massenet's maybe gonna flank around. Looks like you can see where he's like massing his troops now. He's got left a small force here to sort of. Even this Guard of Imperial, they're not hanging around here. They look like they're going around as well. Yeah, you can see Massenet flanking on around, and he's gonna try and maybe go around the town and then come back behind it maybe, and again just try and threaten the Austrians. It looks like the French are constantly in this game have been looking just to get behind the Austrians. They don't really want to fight in front of them, they want to get behind them. And that is really the summary with any faction that you're fighting against. You get behind them, you're going to do a lot of morale problems. Unless maybe the British. The British can just form square on you, and then you're in trouble. But if it's infantry behind the British, that's still a win. If you get put cav behind, certainly the British just form square and just laugh at you. It's very annoying to fight them. Yeah, these provisional infantry here, I think they've just got the job of absorbing the shots ahead of them. Like, they might not be able to shoot very well themselves, but they're such a large unit they're not going to rout anytime soon. But yeah, we'll is the French taking something? The French are taking something. Oh, they're taking this town. There was the Guerre Normandy, and the Austrians are coming back. Actually, they're actually fighting for this area again. Got Grenz going in. The French need to be careful because they're just shooting their own Le Guerre that are right in front of the town. Okay, well, I feel like this worked well for the French. You got like the tree line here, so you can kind of use that for cover, and also the French here. I can fight in this town. It's not like a clear line of sight of musket fire, so yeah, you can just shoot into that, like melee in that town. Look at the Austrians are routing anyway. Just keep an eye on anything else. Nothing else really going on, so yeah, we'll keep an eye on this left flank for now. A few Austrians routing here. They're still dialing in those Grenzers. There's not really anything here that's going to melee really well for the Austrians. They haven't got those grenadiers on this side. Like I said, it's just lots of Grenzers or like line infantry. A lot of Hungarians and maybe Croats. Keep firing though, boys! Grenzers are pretty good in a line fight though, so I would have thought that these guys would be quite happy just to shoot it out. I wouldn't be fine for that armory, but maybe just trying to hold on to it to, you know, be a problem for the French. But the French, I think, could just take it back with any of these line infantry units quite easy from the Austrians. The problem is, they're taking candy from a baby, I think, for the French in this scenario. But there you go, the French kick out the Grenzers and they hold on to the building. Looks like we're seeing. This might be a separate Austrian army, or it's just part of the. Might be part of the same Austrian army. They're shifting this way, and that's forcing back Soult. There's a bit of a divide forming now between Soult and Massena here. So whether the Austrians could send this cav through, route this little cav unit here of the French, and then they could maybe get in behind and cause some problems, because there is no other cav here really for the French. There's also actually a cav fight going on in the back. Where is that going on? Over here. Is that cav fight or is it a melee fight? It's a melee fight. Are these just returning Austrians, or are these just like maybe Austrians got left in like hidden back here? And Massena's having to deal with some Austrian units that are just like massive Austrian units as well. And they're firing in melee. That's fimming. That's a no-no. If you're ever like unsure what fimming is, that is what fimming was. They have actually got routed themselves. The French are shooting them from the back, and they're also. Well, they're not shooting in melee. The other unit they're shooting, that one's went in melee. But yeah, fibbing is firing in melee, if you don't know that term. And yeah, that was a good example of it. I mean, in the end, it didn't really benefit the Austrians too much, but they did rout one Frenchie. There's plenty of the cousins of the Emperor here today, it seems. They're all out in force. They really are. But yeah, this is a real problem, I think, now for the French. I think Soult's actually inadvertently isolated himself here. And the Austrians could now, if they wanted to, I think they could just go through the middle here with infantry and cavalry. And then just split off Soult and then just come and deal with him and then go and deal with, like, down into Massena. I mean, like this Hussar here should really be being active. It should be going out and, like, go towards the Austrians and go straight towards the cav here. And even if the cav doesn't stand and fight, you take the ground here and you kind of split the French, and then you can go for guns. There's 8-pounders here. I mean, the guard. Oh, no, this isn't guard. This is Soult. I think this is. Why did Soult have troops over here? Whether these are re-rallied ones? Yeah, troops over here. That's a healthy one. That kind of routed. But yeah, so I think he should maybe realize his problem, and he's now putting some forces here, maybe just to block that gap. Which, if he is, that's why he's doing it. Good on him. It is actually a problem that's being formed there. Yeah, Soult has loads of troops over here. What is he doing? Maybe helping to back up the guard? I'm a bit confused as to what he's doing. But yeah, it looks like all the Imperial Guard is now either like in this little spot here. We've got Fusilier Chasseurs, Trillier Chasseurs, so they're all shooters really. And then it looks like the rest of the guard is like over here, kind of you know, these are more the melee type fellas, and they're fairly healthy still. They definitely got at least one more charge in them. Like, I mean, the Chasseurs of Pete, they're good shooters as well, but they're also just great melee. They are basically a grenadier in essence. Looks like they're going to get sent in as well into the town. Yeah, this is all like Laguerre. Well, not really. Laguerre in line here. So they're a bit more basic infantry. They might get routed. They need to be careful with that. The guards don't want to be around too much stuff that could potentially rout and then upset them. Basically, they want to just like do their own thing almost with a little bit of support. That's usually what I'd summarize. And Soult again giving ground. It looks like maybe the Austrians will take this building. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. Barely see each other through this town, the French and the Austrians. Well, I imagine the Austrians have the same issue, but yeah, they're they're in that general direction, boys. You can see the smoke, just fire back into smoke. The cousins of the Emperor over here as well. These are Laguerre. The other ones are Trilliers, actually. I might be because there's different periods. Well, actually, no. I think Massena, Italy is the same period
This building
as this
has
one.
fallen to
But there you go. The
enemy.
building's been lost. The Austrians took the armory. So there you go. Congrats, boys. You actually won a melee fight. That's a big win for the Austrians, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like Massena, Portugal, he's coming back down with his divisional infantry. He's coming back down this hill. He's going to give it a good old shoot. And looks like the Trillier Chasseurs, the guard, basically, they're getting underway. They're going to do a bit of melee as well. Really with Grenadiers. Gold Grenadiers moving here as well for the Austrians. So it looks like they are maybe getting ready to spring something on the Guard. And the Guard Imperial has swung back around to come back and rejoin up with its other half. And the Grognards might be about to go straight in. And the Austrians have gone in against the cousins of the Emperor themselves with the Grenadiers. And yeah, if I was the Guard Imperial, I wouldn't be messing around now. I'd just get in there. Just get in amongst these Grenadiers. Charge them hard. Yeah, here we go. They're going in. The Austrians are going elsewhere. They want to carry on this fight here against the cousins by the look of it. And the Grenadiers, the Guard. They want to get stuck in. There we go. Bit of a weird pathfinding. Actually, I think they want to go for that unit. They want to go over here. Morale's looking good. They could get broken here. Good volley. That might break them. Might break them. Yeah, there you go. They're gone. The Grognards are breaking. I think pathfinding kind of screwed them there. Like a couple of the unit got stuck. Also, I feel like the other Grognard took its time and sort of like stuck in there as well. Here come more Trillier Grenadiers and the Guardsmen. They look like they're going to get thrown in. This could be do or die now for the Guard. God, yeah, orange, morale, green. They're losing slightly, these Grenadiers. They're going to their Chasseurs, so they're going to tie down these Grenadiers. They'll be decent in melee, I imagine. They're getting shot up quite a lot here by Grenzers. I think the Guard might be finished here. Chasseurs of the Guard broken, like the old ones. Grenadiers, Trillier Grenadiers breaking here. Frederick needs to start pumping out some rallies. It's not looking good, and he's getting no support from his allies. That's the problem. The French are like just generic infantry on here support. They need it, and there you go. Looks like the Grenadiers might be about to get beaten here, and the Guard will be gone. Grenadiers, I think, he's going to win the fight for the Austrians. And yeah, there's like one Trillier Chasseur still alive, and that's pretty much all the Guard has left. Oh no, there's another one here. They have like 2 Trillier Chasseurs, and that's gonna be it. Yeah, there goes the other Grognard. Trillier Chasseurs are getting stuck in combat as well by the looks of it. They're getting attacked by grenadiers, and I think now the Austrians have got some confidence. The guard is gone. All that's in front of them now is provisional infantry. I think a general advance has been called. Oh my gosh, the lines of infantry here, they're getting blasted aside though. Form up and get in there, boys. And then the general's gone. That is the enemy general dead. He's actually been assassinated by Massena's Chasseur Cheval. They've got him behind. The Les Americans, they're back, causing problems. Will there be a general advance called now by Massena to try and put pressure on the Austrians? Because this is a good amount of Austrians here that they could rout, and they're going to have low morale because of the general being gone. Possible they could. Just a few random SCAD units here as well. And it looks like Solt not getting outmaneuvered, but he's having to like turn the Austrians over here now as well. They're on the advance a little bit as well. He tried to re-advance, and it looks like the Austrians also had plans to try and counter him. Whether the French will now occupy this gap, because there's a bit of a gap here. So whether they'll occupy it and try and threaten the Austrians from the back. I would try it if I was them. I think Massena here with his infantry could maybe try a bit of an assault. And then in the back with the cav, it's doable, or in the sides. You can see the Austrians with the cavalry, they chase it. I'll just guard them, make sure they don't return. Yeah, one guard Imperial is all they got back. Trillier Chasseur. It's all that survived. All that survived. Sad to see. The Grenadiers going forward here, a lot of them. And here go the Hussars into the Trilliers as well. I don't think he formed square either. Morale would say he didn't. And there you go, they're gone. I don't know whether Frederick's dead. No, Frederick's still alive. He's all that remains of the guard. His commander is all that's left. Napoleon will be disappointed that his precious guard is gone. And yeah, Massena, even though he's got that general, he's falling back. I think he's realised the problem. He's going to be cut off. I mean, he is pretty much cut off anyway. So yeah, that's a problem as well. I mean, this Austrian army isn't really in the shape to call an advance either, because it's got no general. Like, the French could probably just kill them in a line fight and then countercharge them in melee. This is risky for the Austrians, though. They're charging uphill at cannons. I mean, also the line infantry of the French. I mean, if they've got decent melee, these French, I'd go down and try and hit them. I mean, the thing is that the Grenadiers are coming up around the flank. Austrian Grenadiers are going to be all sorts of problems here. And in go the French. The cannon's going to get silenced there. In you go, boys. Silence them. Infantry going in as well. And yeah, looks like the Massena's Portugal Corps here is in a lot of trouble. This provisional build is starting to undo itself. Yeah, oh no. Frederick, can you rally Massena's Corps? I know you can't, but if only you could. Looks like Frederick's actually going into melee. He might be about to die. And yeah, look at that. Just a huge advance of the Austrians here. I think it's being really spearheaded by Grenadiers. There aren't many of the Grenadiers here, just a couple of them. I think the rest are still in the town. Or making their way up. Look, here they come. There you go, so they're on their way. I mean, I think they're going to wrap this up pretty easily. They should probably do with just like blocking this road almost, and just kind of forcing Massena to stay in this sort of portion of the map. Like keep him between this big lake and Stockard. That's where I try and keep him. They can. So yeah, sort of like where he is now is perfect. The Austrians can swing in from one side and then they can come back down this side. And it looks like the French are going to be almost encircled. Well, they are being encircled in a few different spots here. So it's almost like the opposite of what happened at Ulm. Yeah, a few units here. I think either re-rallying or just, I don't know, held in reserve, but they're getting killed off now by Grenadiers. I need to be careful with the Austrians. They don't want to shoot their own troops. One of their prize Grenadiers is crowded. That might be a friendly fire or just general like exhaustion. I don't really know, but Yeah, they're shooting their own troops. I mean, they're shooting their own retreating troops. That's fair enough. Free game was that. Yeah, that provisional corps actually held them a little longer. It did actually help rout that Austrian unit. But honestly, I think the Austrians routed their own grenadiers there, not the French. Still some artillery holding on here. We've got 8-pounders here. We've got another 8-pounders. That might actually be the same one, to be honest. Yeah, it's a big unit, this one. 8-pounders there, doing their bit, trying to hold on. They're going to get overwhelmed in a minute, though. Maybe they will need those extra grenadiers. Looks like these are all Grenzers. They're waiting for Massena's corps, which is going into the town. This might work for the French. This Austrian corps doesn't, or certainly one of the Austrian armies over here does not have a general. There is a general here, but I'm presuming he's part of like the Grenadier army or something like that. I have no idea. But here we go, French going in, fighting Grenadiers in here. This is just everywhere. Grenadiers everywhere. It's definitely the word I've said the most today. Yeah, it just seems like French is getting outdone here. I mean, I don't know what's in that building. Probably a grenadier. Funnily enough, it was. So yeah, it looks like the Austrians just have every card in their hand. Bar maybe morale, but it doesn't look like it's really making a difference. The French are still getting overwhelmed here. There you go. Austrian cav has been kept back quite a while. Going on in. It doesn't seem like either side brought much cav in the end. Maybe there was some sort of like rule on that, just like let's have more of an infantry fight. In goes the cav. They're gonna rout that one. They probably start to go down the rest of this line as well. The Austrians need to call a general advance in this area and just get the infantry a bit closer, start blasting these Frenchies. You see the French are running for their lives, like please don't kill us, but they can't form square. And I said this right at the beginning of the fight. This could be a problem against Austrian cav, and they're going to get Massena here. Massena is about to be sniped by Austrian hussars, and there you go. He's gone. He's probably going to get routed, and that's going to be his corps dead. So now Massena doesn't have any sort of morale advantage either, and he's getting surrounded, and there he goes. He's dead, very much gone. And then yeah, I think that's pretty much the death of this Massena corps. Now we're going to see the hussars go in. These guys can't form square, and yeah, that's game for that Massena corps. And I think that just really leaves. Well, Soult still actually looks like he has a decent amount of troops. He obviously can't win. I don't think he can win the game. Making one grand stand here. Looks like he's about to get encircled as well. Well, he could potentially. These Austrians could flank on around. Are they still fighting for the building? I think it's the Austrians trying to retake the building from the French. I think, but I honestly am not sure. They're fighting for the town anyway. Yeah, it's just line infantry in there. But I get this cav. Just get right behind the French. Don't worry about like standing on the flank. Just get right behind. Then you could either take out Soult, go for line infantry. We clearly know that these hussars are really good, so they'd probably be less just a cheval. I do the same on this side as well. Like really push hard here with the Austrian cav. I risk it. I think you can risk it for a biscuit with the cav. Go in hard here. I mean, you don't have to, but I think certainly on this side, really push it. What is this? Oh, it's just the Legion of the Alps. Oh, cool, it's the Leger unit. I mean, the French clearly got lots of decent shooters. They've obviously brought a lot of Leger, thinking that they're obviously fighting Austria, who are got a lot of good shooters themselves. Looks like the Hussar is going to go finish off the other Massena, which is really very much boxed up right now, facing off against the Austrians. I think the Austrians have kind of burnt themselves out a little bit, and it looks like they are on their way this way though. Come and deal with Massena. Lorenz is over here, yeah, moving forward. That Massena corps pretty much done the Italy one. The Portugal one's not got long left. I presume it's another Massena. Yeah, it is. Oh, they've got Hussars. They did try it. They did try it. There is now no Hussar here. But what do they get routed by? Artillery crew? Or just volleys from the... Oh, it might be in the French artillery actually. Looking at where the artillery is like pointed, it looks like the artillery might just blast them with a canister or something like that. Literally looked away for 2 seconds. There's another healthy cav unit on the way though. These are Chevaliers coming forward here. They're going in. Again, I just wrap around, just get in behind the Austrians, try and do some work. The French tried to assault actually with cavalry themselves. Chasseurs here going in. They might rout these Austrians. There you go. Looks like the cav did rout, but also so did the Austrians. Yeah, it looks like Soult's going to make a bit more of an offensive. I certainly would on this side. You've got the numbers. Try and, you know, recover some lost honor for France. How long left for this replay? 5 minutes. The French can be able to hold out. Come on, boys. Fire when ready. Winning slightly. Well, combat's even losing slightly. Some of the, it looks like Salt's winning some of the line fights, not all of them. Definitely should just get into melee here. I mean, the gear maybe aren't cut out for that. 43rd line infantry definitely is cut out for it. Just go in now because the Austrians are trying to shift more troops this direction. You can go in now and stop them matching your line. You've got a good chance. Like, don't wait for that 50. Don't wait for the 50 bit. Just go in. And look, that red lining already. There you go, they've routed. Even if they fill that gap, you still have the line on them. Just push harder. There's an all-out assault is needed by the Salt. Just go in. You rout them. I mean, you could rout them in a line fight. It's just going to take longer. Massena's doing a great job. He's slowing down the Austrians, and he's killing Austrians here as well. I imagine it's only inevitable though when the Grenadiers arrive. So they're definitely not all dead. I don't know where they've gone, but they're definitely not all dead. It looks like the Grenadiers are going in column. Seriously, you can give this a go. Well, this gives point blank range. I mean, they're provisional Laguerre. I think you could probably rout them with Grenadiers. We'll see. In he goes. Maybe not that one. That one's redlining almost immediately. This one, no. Maybe. That, yep. Routed immediately. That's going to upset the other ones. Actually, maybe the French will hold here. And the Austrian cap again in the back lines. Austrian cap routing. Is that against? It's against artillery, I think. Has it just been stood there dormant? It must have done or something. There you go. And I think it's another. Sult's general got killed. The Austrian cap did get in behind from this flanker. So they were wrapped around. Sult did rout this flanker. He's also got into melee in the center. He's going to get just picked off now. There's 2 cav units here for the Austrians to just pick off what they want. And there you go, yep. He's going in. Start slashing, boys. There you go, the Austrians are gonna win today. It looks like against the French. It makes it for a nice surprise. I honestly thought that they were getting pushed back quite quickly early game, but no, the Austrians, they dug deep. They found a way. They found a way to win, and it was through those Grenadiers really. Those Grenadiers outmatching the Guard, and no support really for the Guard, and they just kind of crumbled. I think. I mean, if the Guard had maybe been more patient, but it's a lot of ifs and buts. If the Guard had been more patient, the French were clearly outflanking here. I'm going to kill that general. Then they could have maybe made another assault there with the Guard on their right, the Austrian left, and they could have maybe like mass routed all those troops there with no general. But yeah, look at this. How ironic. This little red blob here of French is all that's left. They're getting encircled by a lot of blue. And how the tables have turned. The Austrians are encircling the French at Ulm, rather than the French encircling them. And there you go, Sultan's gone. And I imagine we're going to see an all-out assault. I don't know if they're going to have time. There's a minute and 20 left of this replay. The Senna might just survive. I like how there's artillery crew here. It's just like mad, like the 12-pounder crew just like manning. They're like, yes, we'll stop any sort of attack. I guess it is to stop any sort of cav coming in and just going straight in from the center. At least they have to stop on the crew here. I think the Chevalier back. Yeah, they got what was their move there? The Chevalier kind of like ran past. They're running right in front of the guns now, and they're getting stopped by infantry. The infantry charged the cav. There you go. Get the cav routed again. That's a really strange move. And in we go. Cavalry's now going in. The Austrians and Grenadiers are here, and they're in long lines. I guess trying to avoid being shot by artillery. It's not a bad idea. Cav charges onto squares, and there you go. The cannons have routed yet another cav unit there. That unit might be routing as well. Here we go. Austrians going in. The Grenadiers, and looks like the circle's certainly tightening for the French. Looks like they're going to hold on though. Literally 10 seconds left. Yeah, they're not going to get all these French in that time. In go the Grens. Oh, they really want to get those guns. Cowards. They almost cancelled their attack on the French infantry and then went for the guns. It's a sneaky move. They still got the French infantry. The guns are actually going to survive. And there you go, guys. It's a draw, but I would ultimately say that is an Austrian victory. They were going to win given like another minute or two. They would have wiped out Massena there. But there you go. I hope you did enjoy. The Guard was defeated in the battle, and don't often see that. But yeah, hopefully I put up the end results for you guys to have a look at. This was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon. Often sends in a lot of these NTW3 replays. So yeah, thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. Very much appreciated. And yeah, we'll have a quick look at the unit stats as well, see what kills he got. I think it's from Johnny's perspective as he's playing as the Guard. He always does. He's a lover of them. The Grognards here getting 160 kills. Very, very nice. Trillion Grenadiers actually coming in second, 106. 90 kills with the other Grognards. I didn't realize he brought a horse artillery, but that's got 87 kills. And then he got 69 kills with the chasseurs, and there are the rest. They clearly did not have a great day here today, the Guard. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment to show support. If you want to see more NTW3 replays, make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any sort of battles or streams. And until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one.